Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today is one of those days that I don't really know what's going to come out of my mouth. I've been in a lot of classes lately, and I was in class until 10 o'clock last night again. And I'm in class till 10 o'clock tomorrow night and Friday night and all day Saturday again. And so anyway, my brain is like, a little bit tired, I guess. Not really tired, but just like, yeah, I need some rest, but I'm really excited about everything. So it keeps me getting out of bed every morning. So there's a thought that just brought me to my next thought, getting out of bed every morning. How does it feel when your alarm clock goes off, or maybe you're like me, you just naturally wake up at a certain time every day? What's your first thought when you wake up in the morning? Are you like filled with light and love? Are you grateful for that new day? Or are you trying to talk yourself into getting out of bed? Because maybe you're not that excited about your day. Maybe you're not excited about whatever's ahead. And honestly, there are times that you just have that feeling like, who cares if I get out of bed today, right? Have we all been there? I have. There was a time, there have been a few times in my life actually, but the most recent, heaviest time for me was when I would wake up in the morning, and honest to God, if I didn't have a dog I was committed to and needed to get up and feed and take care of, I don't know if I would have gotten out of bed. I was in such a funk. I knew I had some big changes coming up in my life. I could feel them coming. And I was at a point in my life where my entire identity was tied to my work and who I have been for so many years in my work. I was at a point that I did not feel appreciated at all. I didn't even appreciate myself. And when I kind of had that thought that day, it scared me a little bit. And it actually was the spark that I needed. It was what pushed me into action. Sorry, in my class last night we talked a little bit about the difference between being committed and being compelled. Being committed is like, yeah, I have the potential to do this, but you don't always move through. Being compelled is about action. And that very morning, I may have started at committed, but I knew in the next few days that I had to be compelled. I had to be compelled to make a change. And that, nobody was going to bring me the satisfaction, the appreciation, the love, the care that I needed if I wasn't bringing it to myself. And that began my journey. My journey somehow led me to Southwest Institute of Healing Arts. Now, I was living in Boise at the time that this happened. And I was coming down to Arizona to spend a few months with my mom and to work down here for the winter. Good morning, Dave. And somehow I got enrolled at Southwest Institute for Healing Arts. I enrolled in a life coaching course. And I'm not even sure how it all transpired. I don't know how I got on that website. I don't even believe that I enrolled, because let me tell you, the first night that I showed up for that class, I was like, what the F am I doing here? This is not me. I am so out of my comfort zone. Hi, Shelley. I wanted to run. I wanted to be a runner. I thought, I can't come back tomorrow for the next day. I just can't do this. But I did. And I showed up the third day. And on the third day, I stepped from just taking the 20-hour class to the entire 100-hour class. And I still didn't know what in the hell I was doing. I was scared to death. I was scared to death because here's the deal. When you do these things, you're your first client. And I was my first client. I had to work on my own stuff before I could help anybody else with their stuff. And that very first life coaching class was, it changed my life. It really did. It changed my life for the better. And in fact, this last weekend, I just audited the first 20 hours of it. And it was a beautiful full circle moment for me because I was able to have that empathy for everybody else going through it. And I could spot the people that looked just like me, that, what the hell am I doing here? And it did my heart really good to be able to sit with some of those people and to work with them through the weekend and practice as they are learning their new skills, their new tools. And I am signed up to audit the entire 100-hour class again. And so that is an ongoing thing from now until about the end of August that I'll be doing 2 nights a week. So anyway, I'm very grateful to have this kind of full circle moment come to me. After I did the life coaching, I just kind of started exploring, and my next program was hypnotherapy. And I always go into it thinking I'll take the first portion of it, because a lot of these classes are divided into different levels. The beginning, good morning, Kelly, the beginning levels, and then, you advance as you go. Oh my God, hypnotherapy, it changed my life again. It changed my life again. Again, working on my own stuff first, right? And from there, it just continued to grow. I just did all of the advanced classes for hypnotherapy. I was also doing like chakra classes, sound classes, traditional Chinese medicine, just all different things, just all these different pieces of the puzzle. And Reiki, when I came back to Reiki, see, I originally did Reiki, earned my master Reiki level in 2004. And I loved it. It resonated so much with me when I first learned Reiki. But as life goes on, things change. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you, Granty? As life changes, and I went through some really difficult times. Grant was there and can attest to that. He went through the same ones that I did. And I kind of got away from the Reiki. And so last year, when I went through all the levels of Reiki again, I was back home. I was totally back home. The Reiki healing energy is wonderful. It is really my passion. It is my favorite thing ever. And I love giving Reiki. Reiki is so healing on every level. And it's amazing, amazing what it does for your life. So, all these things that I've learned, I've used to heal myself. And I have changed my life. I wake up in the morning and I'm excited to start my day, Connor, my dog, he hears me like moving around, and he sleeps in his own bed, but when he hears me moving around in the morning like I'm going to get up, he comes up to snuggle me. And, some days I'm just like, okay, snuggle, okay, let's get up. I got things to do. I'm excited to start my day. And it's a huge change. I was imprisoned by my story before, and now I'm empowered by it, because the people I attract to me are people who are going through big transitions in their lives and trying to navigate. They're tired of being stuck in that holding pattern, not moving forward, and just, stuck. That maybe there's something out there, but you're just existing, you're just living, you're not growing. These are the people that I'm attracting to me, because they're people that are ready to make changes, or perhaps life has started making changes for them, which the universe will do when we don't do it ourselves. And I don't know, it's just all it's all beautiful, and all of these modalities, I just wanted to share that, how they have changed my life, and they've brought me so much joy and happiness. And happiness is an inside job. Oh my gosh, our deck is getting thin. Look at that. 52 of them. We've been through all of these postcards for life, but I already have an idea what I'm doing next when we run out of these. So anyway, there's a little bit about my story. I would love to share more with you. If anybody has any questions on any of the specifics, every day I am inspired with new ideas. I'm inspired with new things that I want to do and offer. Aw, thank you, Shelley. Yes, imprisoned by your story. Yeah, it's true, right? We get stuck there, and it's a prison we create for ourselves. It's either I can't do it yet because of this. And, people stay in jobs that they shouldn't stay in. They stay in marriages that they shouldn't stay in. They stay in friendships that weigh them down. Easy to get in prison. So, but when you're ready, when you are compelled, I'm your girl, all right? So, these are postcards from Spirit. It's a deck by Colette Baron Reed. And each day I just ask for a message that will resonate with those of us who are here this morning, right now, in person, out of bed, excited to start their day, and by anybody else who might watch this today or any day. The card will speak to them. So, if you're in a place to safely do so, I would invite you just to close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Release. Release that tension that you might be holding in your body. Relax your forehead. Doesn't that feel amazing when you relax your forehead? Does anybody beside me ever kind of get surprised by how much tension can be there sometimes, and you don't even know it's there? So just relax that forehead. You can't feel stress if your forehead's relaxed. That's my theory. There's no proven fact behind that one. That's just my story, and I'm sticking with it. Okay. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you are facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that, instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. Mm. Who else loves karma? I adore karma. And I can't adore it because I try to only put out good. And, you know, when you're only putting out good, only good is going to come back to you. You put out negative, negative is going to come back to you. Being conscientious of your thoughts, your actions. That's the key right there, guys. Being very conscientious and changing those. We don't have to be stuck in our story. We don't have to be. We can choose differently, but we're the only ones that can choose it for ourselves. You can't choose it for someone else. It doesn't work. Believe me, I have tried so hard. It does not work. So, take care of yourself. Let karma do the rest, because she will. And there's a bit of satisfaction in that. For more than one reason. Okay. Before I start acting naughty, I guess I'll get off of here. So, thank you for being here. Peace and blessings. I love you guys and have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow.